This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are fine and healthy. So, welcome to today's educational webinar. I will be talking today about Endographis. You probably know about it as the king of bitter. So, before going into the detail about Endographics, let me tell you about myself. I'm Dr. Bela Sameen, and I'm research scientist with a track record of scientific publications. I have a work experience in a multi-direction like cellular and molecular biology. I have done my PhD in molecular virology from Germany and postdoctorate from Karolinska Institute, Sweden. So let's talk about what is Endographis paniculata, first of all. I'm really very excited to be asked to talk about Endographis paniculata because this is one of my favorite plants ever. I think it's so important for every single person in this world to know about it, and I'm really happy to be here to share my knowledge to all of you about this plant. Historically, this plant has been used, commonly known as king of bitters. It comes from Asian countries like India and Sri Lanka, and it's like I said, highly medicinal with a wide variety of uses. It has been used in Ayurvedic medicine. Since ancient times, it's also known as an Indian echinacea. And it's funny because most people think that when we talk about echinacea, here we are thinking about only immune system. But if you get into the broad spectrum of medicinal components of echinacea, it goes way beyond. The Malayas call it Hempidobumi, that is bile of the earth, or plant of taste, while other locals call it antibiotic plant, and the name in Malaya means bile of the earth. Next is about Endographic paniculata, its value and its importance and where it grows, especially in the South Asian countries. So, Endographis paniculata is a plant that is native to South Asian countries such as India and Sri Lanka, like I said before. It's also used in a traditional Chinese medicine for over 1,000 years, and it's commonly referred to as the king of bitters, as we, and which is just a particular subset of botanical medicine. Its leaf and underground stem are used to make medicine long before antibiotics were invented. Coming to the history of Endographic paniculata, so it has been used historically in epidemics, including the India during the flu epidemic in 1918, where Endographics was credited with stopping the spread of the disease in India. The global flu epidemic of 1918 was one of the most devastating infectious outbreaks in the world history. It was more virulent even than the Black Death in the 14th century, which killed 50 million people around the world. So we are really lucky that DXN has launched it as ANDRO-G supplement as we need it more than anything right now. Anographic paniculata is basically a nature's gift. It's a great plant supplement that you would take before a meal or so to help stimulate the body system. So from a historical perspective, we have got traditional uses that span anywhere from gastrointestinal issues, all the way over to ear and skin infections, including fever and hepatitis, and stomach ulcers and respiratory systems. It strengthens the immune system, it stops virus replication, resistant bacteria, it soothes digestive disorders, it protects the heart and arteries. It prevents the pain and inflammation of arthritis as well. It prevents tumor and cell damage. If we look into the bioactive nutrients of endographics, especially in a DXN ANDRO-G product, so the DXN ANDRO-G provides a strong antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-tumor properties. It has endographolite, which strongly strengthens the immune system activity. It also consists of adaptogenic effect, which improves the stress resistance. It is a powerful against hepatotoxic, so it has a protective property of the liver. Secondly, it has andrographene, which exhibits as anti-inflammatory property. Another main function of TXN andrographics T is detoxification. It also protects the liver, and liver is the biggest and one of the main organ basically that has a function of detoxification in our body. So you are like, how it in the you might be thinking that how in the earth can this one particular plant do all of this well? So the thing is that I love most about the botanical medicine or the plant medicine that there are so many different components of the plant that have medicinal qualities that can hit molecular targets in the body. And this is how we get to have these many different effects of each plant in our body. Then this TXN andro-G, how it's controlling the infections, mainly the respiratory infections. Andro-G or the Andrographis is one of the most widely used botanicals for promoting healthy respiration. And one of its well-known uses in the world is that it helps prevent the common cold and reduce the intensity of symptoms, especially when we are talking about sore throat, runny nose, especially in the upper respiratory tract infection. There was a study in which the anographics has relieved the intensity of key symptoms like fatigue, runny nose, sleeplessness, fatigue, sore throat in just 2 days. And what is important here is when it comes to the common cold or the flu virus, if you get it, you know you have got it, and there's no escape from that viral infection. But what you can do is you can decrease the intensity of the symptoms and you can delay the duration of viral infection that is going to take hold on your immunity. And endographis is definitely one of the ways through which you can do that. And its utilization to boost up your immunity system. And this study have been documented that has incredible effects of endographic paniculata on the immune system, and the study reports that endographic supplementation increases the production of cytotoxic T cells and these are the immune cells that destroy the cancer cells basically. There is one publication that in which they have presented that the mice with a thymoma, a cancer of thymus gland, which produces immune, and thymus gland is the main organ which produces the immune cells. So, the mice which have the thymoma, a cancer of thymus, they can live more than twice as long when treated with the endographic extract for 10 days. An endographic extract exerted beneficial effects on several cytokines, which are cytokines are basically the chemical messengers that direct the immune responses. So, this endographic extract has a beneficial effects on several cytokines, resulting in a suppression of tumor growth in your body. An endographolite has been found to significantly boost the concentration of certain cancer-fighting cells, that is called the cytotoxic T lymphocytes. These lymphocytes are actually circulating in your bloodstream and attacking any cancer cell that they encounter. The next very important aspect of and ANDRO-G is for the digestive complaints. The great thing about the herbal medicine is that they often have more than one way of working. This is definitely the case with the endographic paniculata or endographis, as it is more commonly known. This gem of herb has a therapeutic effect on two entirely different body systems. It can only assist your immune system to fight off, but it can also help fuel the digestive fire too. As winter approaches, this is great news for those who struggle with the digestive issues. So, historically, Endographics has been used to assess digestive tract problems for hundreds of years in India, as well as in Chinese and Thai herbal tradition. In India, it is the main ingredient in a common home remedy to help with the fever and as a bitter for digestive problems, including diarrhea, constipation, intestinal gas, and stomach pain. Another factor is how they are very important and their role in as an anti-inflammatory substance. Endographis has many active components that have anti-inflammatory properties, and current research has shown that various active ingredients of endographis affect immune functions, interact with the platelet activating factor receptor, improving the nitric oxide levels in the body, scavenging oxygen-free radicals, and inhibiting various pro-inflammatory cytokines, thus exhibiting a potential anti-inflammatory effect in your body. That's how it's a great tool. It reduces swelling and pain. It is good for joint pain like arthritis, and it is able to remove uric acids effectively from the body. TX and ANDRO-G application in thrombosis might be interesting information for you. Heart diseases, known as a cardiovascular disease or CVD, they are leading a cause of death in the world. There are many drugs to treat heart diseases, but many of them have a side effects, especially when people end up taking three, four, or five other drugs as well. So patients often ask us if there are natural alternatives for CVDs. A significant cause of heart attacks is a thickening of the blood with the clumping, which can cause the blockage in the blood flow and development of blood clots, which means a thrombosis. So, after a heart scare, most patients will be given drugs to keep their blood thin and flowing smoothly without any platelet clumps or blood clots, which can trigger another heart attack. These drugs include low-dose baby aspirin, clopidogrel, and in extreme cases, warfarin. So, herbs that herbalists traditionally use and states that Herbal supplements like Endographics have been traditionally used in the management of CVD and can play an important role in modifying CVD progression, particularly in platelet function, and have the potential of altering platelet function test as well as some coagulation parameters. So the point to remember in this case that Endographics is able to prevent premature clotting of the blood by stopping platelets from sticking together or clumping. Indirectly, this will lower the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Another interesting property of DX in ANDRO-G is in liver health. So, till to this day, the advancement of medical science and technologies is still unable to provide inclusive treatment to liver inflammation caused by neither microbial invasion nor antibiotics nor environmental toxins. It's also because of the adverse effect of drug treatment, people start looking for comprehensive alternative nowadays. Herbal medicine is believed to be the best of choice because it is being practiced until now for centuries. Although numerous herbal plants have been reported for their efficacies in liver protection, Endographis paniculata is most widely used herb for hepatoprotection, particularly in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine. And Endographis can be considered as a comprehensive therapy for the liver inflammation. As I have explained you, the Endographics bioactive ingredients andrographolites that were found to have a liver protective properties. The bitter compounds stimulate bile flow, which promotes the healthy liver function and repair chemically induced liver damage. While the endographolites, another bioactive ingredient in the endographis, it has been demonstrated the effectiveness against infectious hepatitis. So there, with every herbal medicine or herbal supplements, basically we supervise some information what to use and who can not use them. So there are always some precautions. We always recommend. I can actually go more into detail about the benefits of endographis, but I guess this should be enough to convey my message how it is important and the use of this endographis has a wide variety of properties to boost our immune system. So let's look now into the precautions. It is not recommended for pregnant or breastfeeding women. Do not use if you are taking blood thinning or blood pressure medication. Do not use if you are undergoing chemotherapy. Endographis might cause the immune system to become more active because it boosts immunity, and this could increase symptoms of autoimmune disease. So if you have one of these conditions, it's best to avoid using endographis. Endographis might lower blood pressure too much if taken by people who already have a low blood pressure problem. So please consult your healthcare practitioner if you are taking any other prescribed medicine. The information and statement in this presentation have not been evaluated by EFSA. We do not suggest that anyone should replace conventional medical treatment with our products, but rather use them to complement other treatments. So if someone is under a physician's care, it is very important that he does not discontinue or reduce any prescribed medicine without consultation of their physician first. So, this presentation cannot be used as a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment of any health condition or problem. As I have already explained so many properties of DXN ANDRO-G, which I'm gonna just summarize in this slide, that this DXN ANDRO-G has a multitasking power to detox the liver health, to improve your respiratory system, to boost the immune system, to solve the problems of digestive system, and to reduce inflammation and thrombosis. So might be here's a question in your mind that what is the uniqueness to DXN and G? So here are some interesting facts to consider. Why choose DXN products? Because they are free from preservatives, artificial coloring, or flavor, pesticides, and synthetic ingredients. DXN produces high quality certified products. This DXN Endro-G, which is the king of bitters, it's made from herb Endographis paniculata, a herb derived from both Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine. They have ingredients like 100% pure Endographis paniculata in DXN Endro-G, which is available in packaging size of 350 milligram or 90 capsules, and they are widely available in Europe. So before going into the end of this presentation, I would like to highlight only the one thing that the ongoing COVID-19 crisis right now has brought back the focus on improving immune health like never before. There's an increase in demand for several immune strengthening supplements, from vitamins to botanicals, and in the light of available scientific evidence and traditional usage, I would say the endographis seems to be an excellent solution for much needed immunity support. And with this information, I would like to say thank you to all of you and have a nice evening.